All right, now we are here for this week's picks for the Super Bowl. Before we get into the Super Bowl picks and special props this week, we are going to go over our NFC and AFC championship picks from 2 weeks ago. And Jake, since you are the hot hand and went 2-0 the previous week, you can start us off.
Well, thank you. Looks like we're still riding that hot hand because we went 2-0 again. So we are now 6-0 in the playoffs this time around. And Jared Stidham, late interception, bang. And Cooper Cup, over 29 and a half receiving yards. I think that one also hit late,
Yeah, I was saying
bang.
both of yours were
Both of these kind of hit late in their games. I think both of them hit in the fourth quarter. So, but yeah, no, still both hit. All you need. All right.
absolutely. And then Nick, how'd you do?
Very nice. I went 1-1, but at least the one that hit, we picked.
That's true.
So I had Kenneth Walker over 2.5 receptions. That looked like it was going to hit in the first quarter. Ended up getting it in the fourth quarter. And then I also had Nick Bonito to get a sack. While Broncos had 5 sacks, like I thought they would, Bonito, their best pass rusher, did not have one.
Yeah,
So
it seems like
1-1.
they must have double teamed him and just said he's
Will
not going to
Campbell
be the one
played
to beat
well
us.
against them.
That's true. And then I also went 2-0 last week. We had a 5-6 week, which is awesome. And my two, I had Ramondre Stevenson over 50 and a half rushing yards. He cleared that. And then I had Stafford over 1.5 passing touchdowns. So, all in all, great week. And we're all very
Yeah.
excited. And I've been looking at the specialty props for this game as well.
Oh, yeah.
It's what makes the Super Bowl as interesting as the game, especially when you don't have a team in it. Got to
That's what
find
makes
some
it
special
super.
props. That is what makes it super. So who wants to start off? We
Or you
can.
just throw a shit ton of money on one of the teams, and now you
And
have
just
a betting. Now you have an interest.
Now you do have a team in the game. Yeah, that's true. You could do that. That is another way. You become a fan of that team very
real
quickly.
quick. Yeah, real quick.
Yeah,
Hint,
it
hint,
sounds.
wink, wink.
Yeah, it sounds like we know one of Nick's picks for the game. So do you guys want to start with the specialty props, or do you want to go into our game prop, the same game parlay
Do our
props?
game. Let's do the
No,
same game parlay. Let's do
Same game
that.
I
We'll,
first
was,
and
we'll
let's
end
do
finish
on the
with
that.
the
specialty
finish
ones.
with the
Okay.
Yeah, I
finish with
like
the
that.
specialties.
Well,
No,
Nick, you
I'm gonna
seem.
go last again.
Yeah, you can
So
go
you guys,
last.
All right,
we're
you
gonna do this whole
you little
thing. So
stitches or you little superstitions
He's
or
got to keep it rolling. He's sweating these to get this final 2-0 because then he can end the football season
I,
on 8-0.
yeah, man.
Big
Yeah,
all
big
right.
week for you.
I gotta pay these property taxes, man.
Dude.
How do you not pay them?
I did, but they're a lot.
Oh, all
They
right,
get you.
sure. So Seahawks versus the Patriots. Lions 4.5. I'm taking the Seahawks -4.5 in this game, and I would take him at 7. I would take him at 8. I think this is going to be a runaway train. I think this is going to be an ass whooping by the Seahawks. I think they are the best team in the league, hands down. They've shown it. They showed everything that we needed to see last week or 2 weeks ago. I think was the real Super Bowl. Seahawks versus Rams. I think the Rams would have beat the hell out of the Patriots. Seahawks, they're gonna beat that ass. Darnold, the big thing was he can't win a big game. Well,
He's
he
won
has.
three
He just won the NFC Championship. I mean, he looks like he's
or two.
playing unbelievable. So I think that monkey's off his back. I think he's going to play well. And I just think their offense is so balanced. They run the ball and throw the ball. It's like 50-50. They play action. They're the second most team in the league and play action plays or under center. I mean, so he's going to run the ball with Kenneth Walker. They're going to go play action. He's going to throw the ball to Cooper Cup. He's going to throw the ball to JSN. I think it's going to help him out during this game. And on the other side, Drake May has looked terrible, terrible. And I know he's playing against defenses, but he's also playing against another good defense. The Seahawks defense is the number one scoring defense in the league. Like that's not an easy feat to go up against this Seahawks defense. The Rams are the Rams. They've been playing them. They're the division opponent. Stafford, he's familiar with them. He's played them for 5 times in the last 2 years. Like I think everyone's saying that. Well, the Rams put up points against them. I think that's an anomaly. I don't think that's how most teams play. Like that's different. Um, and Drake May keeps turning the ball over. They had 5 sacks in every single game this postseason. He played bad against the Chargers, awful against the Texans, too many turnovers against the Texans, and he had a couple fumbles that didn't even get picked up by the Texans that should have been, that could have turned the game around. Against the Broncos, if Stidham doesn't fumble that ball, I don't even know if the Patriots score a touchdown in that game.
Yeah.
Like they literally may not have scored a touchdown in that game if he didn't fumble that ball and they get the ball at the 10-yard line or 5-yard line, whatever it was. So I just think the Seahawks with a great defense. Patriots do have a good defense as well, but I just think their defense is going to be too much for the Patriots, and I think Sam Darnold and that offense is too good. They're gonna score plenty of points to run away with this game. Now a little bit of the betting wise, I think early on a lot of money came in on the Seahawks, even when it was at like 6, and then the line did move to 4.5. But there's a source who has said he knows that there's a lot of offshore big time bets. There's been 11 $2 million or more bets is what they consider big time, all on the Seahawks to cover.
Interesting.
11 of them. Like that's a lot of money coming on the Seahawks to cover this 4.5. So I jumped on it really quick because I don't want it to get to 5.5, 6, even though I would still take it. But 4.5 for the big game. I think they're going to beat the hell out of the Patriots. I'll take the 4.5 though. I'll give it 4.5.
I don't hate that.
Yeah, I mean this is the big game. I think the underdogs have covered like 14, like the last. I think they're like 14-4 in the last 18 games. But not Sunday.
Well, I mean, and last year the Chiefs obviously didn't cover, so it's like it
I think were the Eagles favored? I don't think the Eagles were favored, were they?
I think it was a half a point or like a point and a half.
I don't think it wasn't
like
real,
anything crazy. It wasn't a real underdog.
No. 3 years ago, we were favored by like 2.5, and the Chiefs won. But last year, I don't think we were favored if by any.
Yeah, I know it was close. I think that's, but I think
but the underdog has been winning.
I saw it on First Things First Day. They said out of the last 25 Super Bowls, I believe 14 of them have been under, or 11 of them have been less than 4 points. And then the 14 out of the 25 were over 4 points, like between the games. Not saying like the favorite winning, but just saying the actual margin of victory.
4 point, right?
Yeah. So it's obviously it's a little more than 50% that it's over 4 points, which is still, I mean, it's pretty solid.
At some point, I mean, I get it. Like the Patriots are not bad. I understand they're not bad. Yes, they've had a very easy schedule, the easiest. But like Drake, like you can't score 10 points and expect to beat the Seahawks. If they're going to beat you by 20, they're going to score 30. Like you got to put up a lot of points against. I just don't see that happening. Very well. I mean, obviously anything can happen, but I just don't. I don't see that happening.
I mean, Patriots just have been going up against incompetent offenses the last couple of weeks.
Correct.
And they've kind of had it. It's kind of nice to do that, even though you're in the playoffs and how you're playing against teams that don't have competent offenses is kind of weird. Doesn't really make sense because they're in the playoffs.
3 in a row, I know. Well,
but they got lucky, and that's what it kind of takes to get to Super Bowls, no matter what.
Yeah, you get 2 weeks to kind of refresh, and anything can click into place for this.
And now you can kind of So now you kind of get back, and now you don't have to worry about the weather. They've been in cold weather. Now they're about to be in nice, sunny California. That's where it's in San Fran.
Yeah.
It's going to be perfect weather for them. And they're going to have a different type of a vibe. And Sam Darnold might go back to a pumpkin. he's always ready for that. You know,
I
I
think it's a
mean, he
different
can
team
start
though.
seeing ghosts again. I mean, this is the team that he did see ghosts against when he was on the Jets, right?
Yeah, it was a Patriots
Yeah,
game. It was a
it was against
Belichick
the Patriots
Patriots.
with Belichick.
So obviously, he's not Belichick and it's not Tom Brady over there or whatever who was there when he was there. But
That was over 10 years ago.
No, it wasn't.
no, it wasn't.
Like
It's
like 8 years ago, guys.
like
Dude,
6 years ago. Sam
think about
Darnold is
it.
in the
I would
league
say
long.
Darnold hasn't been in the league. Darnold, I think Darnold's this is year 8, I think, because
Seven. It
isn't
was
Josh
7 years
Allen?
ago.
Because Josh Allen's like year 7 or 8. He's still 29. Dude he's about to turn 30. He's young,
Yeah,
young dude.
I'd be surprised if he was 30. He came in the league at 20.
Oh,
and
yeah,
he
he's
was a
probably
20-year
like,
old seeing ghosts. I would see ghosts too.
I'd see him
Fuck
now.
well, then yeah. I mean,
Jets. That Jets team is so bad.
I'll say the Seahawks have been the best team all year. 4.5, obviously, to me is not. I don't think
I
that's a
like it.
crazy. It's not a crazy spread. Yeah, that's
Yeah, I like it. I think the Seahawks should
No,
win this game because they are the better team. They went up against harder teams. They played against better offenses and better, well, I wouldn't say better defenses, but they definitely played against better offenses and held their own. Um, and letting JSN, Sam Darnold, Cooper Cup, Barner, Walker have a nice field to play on, no weather, it'll be nice.
uh,
That
I,
offense should that offense should hum. Now, granted, the Patriots defense is very good.
it is a good
They're
defense.
very good, and there's a good chance they try to take somebody away. But with how the offense is being run right now with Sam Darnold, he
I
has a
don't.
cannon,
So I
so
don't.
he's gonna throw the ball anywhere he wants to anyway.
You can't. It's tough to take JSN because a lot of people are like, well, all right, you're gonna double JSN, you're gonna put Gonzalez on someone else, and then you're gonna make a play left. All right, well, you're not gonna double JSN out of the backfield. Like he
yeah.
moves.
Well, we have Nick's first pick, which is the spread. You
We
want to
got
get
minus Seahawks minus 4.5,
Yeah, I
and then
like
we'll
that one.
go we'll go to my next pick. The next pick, I didn't want to didn't really I didn't want to stay on the Seahawks, so I wanted to take another thing for the Patriots. I didn't really like a lot of things. I do like this one. I like Drake May, longest rush over 13 and a half yards.
Ooh, I
Um,
saw him at 15 and a half. Are you sure you might be missing out on some yards there,
minus
Nick?
130, minus 130, 13 and a half. No, 15 and a half is fine too. Um, he's going to have to run a lot this game. He just, I feel like that's their one thing that they can get over the Seahawks defense is the quarterback running game. He had 65 yards last game against the Broncos. His long last game was 28 yards. I mean, so he's blown when he has a long when he's running the ball, it's going to blow out 13 and a
Just
half
takes
or
one man
15.
coverage play where they pick up
Exactly.
the
And
blitz and there's nobody
exactly.
there.
He didn't have much against the Texans. Granted, I mean he
But
couldn't do anything against that defense. And then he had 66 yards against the Chargers, belong at 37. So when it's there, he's going to take it. I feel like he's going to look to run a lot more this game. Um, he's not going to want to throw a pick. He's just going to want to, he's probably told, let's get him, and McDaniels wants him to get involved early in the game. So he'll probably have a couple design runs. Yeah, like you said, Seattle runs a lot of zones, so they probably won't get that man,
also
but
blitz a lot though. They
they do
blitz out
blitz.
a lot
And
in
if
their
he gets
zone.
that, so yeah, I like that 13 and a half. I feel like it's very, very doable. I feel like it should happen. Like Jalen Hurts, he ran the ball. When it comes to these moments, quarterbacks are going to run the ball. They're going to do
If a
whatever they can to
quarterback
get.
can run, they will run.
They're going to
Yeah,
run the ball in the Super Bowl. Like that's just a given.
no. I mean,
Um,
obviously, I like that. I'm all about the quarterback runs, so I like that. But I also see this game. I see it going that way as well. And at the very end, I think they could win by 7. Like even if the Patriots make like noise at the end, maybe have a couple back doors. Like I think Seattle could get up a good amount to where the 4.5, I'm never worried about it at the end of the game. So I'm
I think
definitely leaning more towards
yeah,
taking Seattle.
I like the Seattle pick too. I just think it's a better offense will beat a better defense, like in the
but they
Super
got both.
Bowl.
Yeah, and I
Like
think
they have
Seattle's
They have the
well
better
rounded.
offense and they have the better defense.
and the better special teams.
Right.
I
Yeah.
mean, Raheem Shaheed, I mean, I'd be worried about that. Like, they can't just
We can
kick the
talk about
ball
him
off,
later.
and they can't just,
I agree with
punt
that.
the
I
ball.
agree with that 100%. Stay tuned.
So, but
Awesome.
yeah, I like the 4.5. I think that's the safe bet. Even though I
Okay.
don't really like picking a winner of a Super Bowl, but
I love it. You're a Seahawks fan this week, just like me.
Love it. Well,
all right,
for my two picks, they're both on the Patriots side. So we're going
Oh,
with
good.
perfect. There you go.
a couple player props here on the Patriots side. My first one's going to be Stefon Diggs over 45 and a half receiving yards. And he
I
hasn't
like
hit
that.
this in 4 straight games, but just watching him this year, and I do attribute a little bit of that to the weather in these games and just how they've played. They haven't really been able to throw the ball. I think they're obviously going to have to have better, like more offense this week against Seattle. I think Seattle's gonna be able to move the ball, and they're gonna have to air it out. And Diggs has stepped up when, like in the big games where they need him and they give him enough targets. He's had big games. I still think of the first game against the Bills this year. It was like 8 catches for 110 yards, and it was just like a gotta have a game. We need a big game from Diggs. I think he still has it in him in spurts. So I do think this is a situation where it's all hands on deck. I think they're going to need a big game from him, and 45 and a half from your number one receiver. I do think he'll be able to get this in a even depend like doesn't matter if it's a blowout, doesn't matter if it's close. I think that he will get enough targets to hit that 45 and a half.
Yeah, I
That's my
like
I'm,
that a lot.
I'm
yeah.
assuming he hasn't hit it in one of the games
Four.
in the postseason.
Yeah, none of the so 4 straight games, and the last time
Just
he hit it,
assuming.
he had 100 against the Jets. The game when May
Okay.
went like perfect,
That was
basically.
probably just in the first half too. Yeah.
Probably, yeah, honestly, the way that game went. So that's why it's the last like and I don't remember what he did in the Bills second game, but I just do think big game. And I think he had 40 yards against the Chargers. He had 40 yards in the playoffs in one of the games. He was close. He was probably one catch away. Scored last week or 2 weeks ago. He didn't get much yards, but he scored a touchdown. He's still involved. I think he had 5 catches actually in his last game, just not enough yards.
Yeah, he had
But
5 catches for 24 yards, I think.
yeah. Yeah. So he's getting the
It doesn't make any
targets.
sense. He's getting targets, but it was bad weather game, and he's
Yeah.
just catching hitches or screen passes that just went nowhere.
Yeah. And part
You
of me
know,
does think the weather, the flow of these games, I do think the Patriots are going to show a little bit more life offensively than people think. I don't think they'll be able to keep up with Seattle, but
That's what I feel.
because I also think the defense was helped by the weather. Like I think their defense looked a lot better because neither team can move the ball, and the offense looked worse than it is because of the weather. So I do think you'll see a little bit of a different Patriots team, but I still think the Seahawks are in a good spot. So that's my first pick.
Yep.
Second
What you
pick,
got next?
one of my favorite props of the entire playoffs is quarterback rushing yards. All these quarterbacks are putting it all on the line, have to get it. And this is no different. I think Drake May over 38 and a half rushing yards is a lock for this game. To me, he had 65 last week. He's crushed this in the playoff games this year. And I do think they're going to put a lot of pressure on him. He hasn't looked amazing in the playoffs. So I think the Seattle's going to try and make him feel uneasy and get him moving. And all it takes, I do think he'll have a 15, 20 yard rush in this game at some point. It could be right before half. He did it last week where he broke one and it was kind of in mop up time towards the end of the half, but those are the types of runs that he can get, and that would be huge for this prop. So I definitely see him getting a few big ones early in the first half, but then just Seattle just making him run the rest of the game. I just don't think they're going to let him sit back there and air it out all game. I think he's going to have to be special to keep this as a close game. That's both running and passing.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, we just talked about it. I love the over rushing if the quarterback can rush.
Yeah.
Um, like you said, like Mahomes, he always ran the ball in the Super Bowl. Hurts, he was always running the ball in the Super Bowl these past couple of years. Like it's got to have it moments. Third down, he's gonna run the ball if it has to happen. Like there's no
Yeah.
like if he can extend a play and instead of throwing it out, he's going to try and run it, and then he can break something or something like that. So yeah, I mean, I absolutely love whether it was just the yards, the longest rush, or total yards. I'm good with either of those, so I like it.
Yeah, I like the yards all day long. I think he's going to have 8 to 12 carries.
100,
Uh,
yeah, for
at
sure.
least six of those are going to be designed. Uh, and then the other half are obviously going to come off of a play action or just him thinking, okay, I just got to choose to just run it here, knowing that I got to get yards and get to the sticks. Um, because Josh McDaniels is going to, has ingrained in his brain, you are going to have to do something with your legs
100%. He's
often,
telling them
Yeah.
all week.
often and early. He's going to tell them that he's like, that is how we're going to stay in this game. Is that we keep the ball, we keep them off the field, and we convert on third and fourth downs. They're gonna. That's just what you're gonna have to do. I mean,
Yeah. Absolutely. So with that,
so
so
I
we're
like
going
it.
with Drake May rushing
Yeah, go Drake,
yards.
man.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So that works. All right. Well, we've been waiting for Jake. What's the 2-0 this week?
So I was giving Nikki a little pushback and saying about Sam Darnold and him turning into a pumpkin. Not this weekend.
Interception or no interception?
He's about to prove that he might be one of the best quarterbacks in the league going forward. Instead of talking about him going back to the whole pumpkin and the whole Daniel Jones and that category of quarterbacks. Um, I think for one, I think he's going to win MVP of this game. Not the bet, but that's where I'm feeling with him. Both of my bets this week are both with Sam Darnold. The first one is going to be his longest pass completion, over 35 and a half yards. Last week he hit one for 51, and stat that showed that he is hitting on 67% of his passes thrown over 30 yards this season. Additionally, that is the same exact stat for yards thrown over 40 yards. He's completing 67% of those passes. That is ridiculous. That
Yeah.
is still that is the average of throws throughout the whole game, pretty much for most of these quarterbacks. Um, he's going to hit that at some point in the game, whether it's early in the game because they're just trying to put up some points, late in the game if they're behind, or if they're just trying to end it. They will take their shots because he has no problem taking a shot to JSN, Cooper Cup, or Raheed Shaheed. He just doesn't care. The way the offense has been running this year, um, especially knowing that stat, I would love to have him throw a couple. Shoot, if you can, if I'm the OC and I know that he's completing that many, I'm throwing
Oh,
eight
he
balls,
will.
9, 10 ball. I'm throwing 10 balls that are around that range just because it's like if any of those big chunk plays hit, those are just killers to defenses when you can just gain so much so quick.
No.
And plus, the only other person who I think would get MVP would be JSN. And I think he's going to have a monster game because as good as this Patriots defense has been, and they do have good corners, and Gabriel got them humming, there is not a single corner that I think stopped him this year. Not a single defense. And they were trying to stop him all year long, and it did not matter. He ate up on every damn team. You think the Rams tried to stop him last week?
I know
Yeah.
that's the
He
Crazy.
still
funniest
went for
part is
over
everyone.
100. He still went for over 100 in the first half. Like every team is still trying to stop him, and they can't because of the way one, he runs his routes. Two, Sam Darnold can throw every fucking ball. There is not a ball he can't throw, which
And it's what Kubiak's doing with him. I mean, the guy's got a head coaching job for a reason.
Yeah.
Coaching the team,
it's
like
it's going to
he's
be
brilliant.
yeah, and it's going to continue. So that's the first one. I'll just get into the second one, and you guys can just pick off of it
Yeah.
because both for Sam Darnold.
Yeah, it's both Darnold.
Over 1.5 passing touchdowns. I think he's been consistent with this all year long, with JSN, and even I'm expecting to see maybe Kenneth Walker even catch a touchdown pass this week. But he's thrown 2 in the last games. He's thrown 4 in the playoffs, so 2-2. Um, and if I think he's going to win the MVP, I think he has to at least have those 2 touchdown passes. He doesn't even have to have a lot of yards, but you throw 3 two, three, four touchdown passes and you throw for 225, 230 yards and your team wins, you'll get it. I think they're really going to try to stop the run though as well. If they're going to do
Yeah.
anything, Vrabel's probably going to want to say, okay, if Sam Darnold beats us by throwing for 350 yards and four touchdowns, you know what? He had a hell of a game. But what we're not going to do is let Kenneth Walker rush for 175 with two, three touchdowns, and we weren't even ever in the game because we couldn't get the ball back, and they just ate it up, ate it up, ate it up. Um, so yeah, I think this game is a massive Sam Darnold game. Um, I could see Cooper Kupp catching a touchdown pass as well. Um, so those are my two for them.
What are the odds on the two passing touchdowns? Are they both 115, minus 115 or minus 130?
Passing
Both
touchdown is minus
120
125.
minus 125 for
Okay.
passing touchdown. And then for his
Yeah, the
longest
longest one's probably
pass, I think it was 120. One minus
120.
120.
hmm.
So roughly the same.
Yeah.
Not really sticking myself out there with
No, but
crazy
that
bets. But
that works. I mean, I definitely
Well, no, we're
think
not supposed to.
yeah, I mean we're parlaying them. I
yeah,
mean, I was waiting
exactly.
for the
That's
other
what I
odds
was
on the
just
other one.
I just thought the passing touchdowns might be like minus 150 or something. That's why I was asking.
Yeah. I mean if
But
they would have had it at I'm surprised they didn't have it at two, 2.5. I would have thought they
that's
would have
where
been at
I'm
two
at
and a
on it.
half.
If we're thinking that it's going to be Seattle all day, I would assume that's because Darnold's
Yeah,
having
but
a
they're just
day.
thinking that they're just expecting though that Kenneth Walker has been the
But
the
like you said,
cowbell.
I don't think they're gonna let Kenneth Walker do it. Like if I'm
Yeah,
the Patriots, it's like okay, you have like Darnold has to have the Rams game to beat us.
yeah,
Like I'm not letting
exactly.
Kenneth Walker go off for 80 yards, 100 yards rushing and just beating us up. Like I do think they're gonna make Darnold do it, and I do think Darnold could answer it. So I'm cool with going with the two passing touchdowns because I do also
Yeah, I like
think
that one.
that Seattle, if given the opportunity, is going to let him throw for it to get the MVP. Not like, you want to force feed to get him the MVP, but I
Yeah,
do
but
think if
coaches
this
do
is a
that.
game, yeah, and if it's a game that they feel they're in control, I feel like they trust Arnold enough to do that, to go
Yeah.
for a 10-yard touchdown pass instead of like running it in. I do think unless it's a close game at the end and maybe it changes things, but I think this isn't going to be that
If it's a
close of
close
a
game
game.
at the end and they're inside the 5 yard line, they will run the
They will
ball.
run it. They'll run it four straight
They,
times.
yeah,
They will not throw it.
This is-
But no, I love Darnold. Especially everyone is like, well, is it really the big game? Like, the dude won 14 fucking games last year
back to back years,
with a
hey,
team that actually
two different
added.
teams.
So the
yeah.
Vikings after last year, like they spent the
Oh yeah.
second most
Their defense,
to
yeah.
get people on their team,
Yeah.
and their record was shite. Like,
And they fired their GM over it too.
yeah, like he. I think that speaks a lot of
I
what he
mean,
actually is.
it was because nine was hurt.
Dude, I think they would have lost more games if nine played.
I don't know, man.
Carl came
He's
in
a
and
winner.
Carl got him a win, and then that third string dude got him a win with like
Rosner
zero
got him
touchdowns.
another
It was
win.
like he
Rosmer.
had like
He
less than
won that
100
game
Well,
yards.
when
McCarthy
they won
also
that
got a touch.
game.
McCarthy also got a win with like no touchdowns too. So
Yeah,
Yeah, but he
the
beat the
third
Bears.
string got a touch. He got a there was like two defensive scores or something. I don't know. The Vikings won a game with that third string dude, and the defense just was the whole reason. It might have been the
yeah,
Love that.
Giants. It might have been versus the Giants
That
and
would
Dart.
make sense.
I think
but
yeah. I
yeah,
think the
so like I mean I think that speaks a lot to what Darnold actually means to their team and how he
yeah.
is an elite quarterback. Like he is one of those elite quarterbacks. There's only a couple quarterbacks who have won 14 games back-to-back seasons. He's one of them. He's like one of
Yeah.
4 or 5.
No,
I mean that's not easy to do. It's two
I mean,
separate teams. That's even harder.
and they
So
can't say that he
I
can't
think
win
it's
the big
falling.
game if he gets this done. It's like that'll all just be a stepping stone to where he's now going to be in a different like echelon
oh,
of quarterbacks.
you jump into a pedigree that quarterbacks like Josh Allen, Joe Burrow would
Why
love to
not?
be at. They're talked about as being the great quarterback, and they are. They play amazing. They're better than a lot of other people, but they don't win when it comes down to it. They haven't won the big game. Josh hasn't even been there. Burrow made it once and has only been to the playoffs, what, one other time other than that? Or that was it. The only time he
He
went to the
just can't
playoffs
stay
at all.
healthy. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, like, there's just other quarterbacks who people consider elite who can make all the same throws that Sam Darnold can make, but they haven't gotten and done what he's done. Um, So I'm expecting a massive game from him. I don't even think you got good odds on an MVP for him, to be honest.
No,
What is
I
he?
think
Probably like 200 is
he's
probably
definitely
like
the
the
favorite.
lowest.
It's
Yeah,
plus
I mean,
one something. It's like plus 125, I think.
not
Yeah,
even.
it's like almost even.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
plus 125. Well, then
Okay.
our
So
three
we
leg
got our
parlay.
three. Our
Yeah.
our parlay is plus 454 if you put it in Hard
Nice.
Rock.
Nice. I like
454.
that.
That's not terrible. It's
So
not
we
like
got
a outlandish one.
it's Seattle minus 4.5, Drake May over 38.5 rushing, and then Sam Darnold over 1.5 passing touchdowns. So I like that. So we got our three leg parlay for the game, and now we can get into some of the specialty props if you guys have any that you have your eye on for this game.
Can you redo? I'm sorry, I didn't know you were hopping right into it. Let me blow my nose. I didn't do it. I pulled out the fucking
Are you
tissue as
sick
you
or
were fucking.
something? Are you
Yeah.
sick? You were trying to go to Hawaii on a plane with people, getting everyone sick?
I'll tell you one thing. I
Nick
wasn't
had a
sick
mask
on the
on.
flight.
Yeah, okay.
No, I didn't. But I was sitting in the exit row,
Do you know the
and
responsibilities that come with that, Jake? Or do you just sit there for the leg room?
well, I didn't really want to sit there because, for one, it's just weird having all that space sometimes. But it was kind of nice. But I mean, granted, I was only on a fucking flight for fucking 45 minutes, and then they
Well, it
drove
was going
right
to be
back to
10
fucking
hours. I would
Atlanta.
have definitely liked the space if it's going to be a 10-hour
Yeah, I would have been okay
flight.
with that.
No, and it was fine, but you're in a spot where the seat you can't move. Like there is no give in the seat. It's just like steel block like walls for your seat.
Mm. I didn't know
Like
they
the
did
other
different
seats
seats for those aisles. I thought oh, there goes
when you
Nick's
sit in the
headphones. On to the
when you
next
sit in
ones.
the yeah, those other seats, like the normal seats, are like your body sits in them actually nice, and you don't feel like stiff and
Gotcha.
stuck, which like you do. And there was only one person right next to my left, so it was a two seat. You hear us, Nick?
Yeah, I'm sure you can. But yeah, Nick, whenever you are up, I'm getting these headphones connected.
Yeah, I can hear you. It's
Well,
just
now
off
you're just down a hallway.
Yeah,
door.
Jesus Christ, where are
On
you?
the door. I'm not connected to anything. All right, should be good now.
All right. Well, then if you
Oh,
are
Jesus Christ.
Go get Colette's.
Dude, I have two right here that fucking work.
Apparently they don't.
yeah, so is the charge, do you wear them when you're working out in the morning and maybe you're just
I don't
bleeding
wear
them
them because I have
dry?
a fucking full gym to myself. I have a speaker.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
no, God
6
forbid you
a.m.
don't.
What?
God forbid you wake up Colette at 5 in
Yeah, I
the
was gonna say
morning.
she's probably
You
sleeping in
can't
her.
hear any of that. It's in the garage.
And it's got to be right next to the bedroom.
It is.
Yeah,
It
but she
is
can't hear that.
Have you asked her?
I've tested it out. Plus, she
soundproof
has her
garage.
headphones on when she sleeps.
Yeah, dude. You want to be
How's
blind,
she supposed
deaf, and
to?
you want to wear headphones and a face mask. You want to be. That's what they say,
All right, I'm
Who
good.
says that? That's not what they say.
dude. They say it's supposed to be ice cold. You're supposed to be in a like nice thick blanket with your eyes covered, ears covered, and like something to help an airway be expanded, like a nose strip or something. Yeah,
Oh,
they
do you
even
sleep with the nose? Do you sleep with the net? The nose?
He does.
I
Nose ring?
have them, but I don't use them. I
Oh, yes,
have
you have.
All right,
You used
princess.
it though.
Oh, I do, and I would if I wasn't out of the strip part of it. So I have like it's
Supposed
Like
to
the
be
a
metal
magnet.
one where it goes.
I have the magnet one. So you stick two magnets on the side and then it holds it, but I don't have any more of the sticky magnet, so I have to order more. But I like it. I do. And I have an eye mask.
I knew you would have that, dude.
Yeah, he
I
is
don't
one
have
of
the
those.
ear
Are
thing
you
though.
gonna
I
do
don't No.
the
That's too much.
oh,
That's too much
wait
and
Sarah,
then
Sarah does that one.
yeah, that's too much and
with
then
no
the
mouth?
ear.
Yeah, where it covers your mouth.
Yeah, I'm good on that.
Fuck that.
She
But
doesn't do it all the time, but she's got them.
and Nod sleeps with noise canceling headphones in. I was like, hey, someone breaks into this fucking someone
You're
breaks in. You
fucking
think
dead.
yeah, you think I just wanna
Fire alarm,
Yeah.
maybe? You
I
still
want good
can't hear
sleep,
nothing.
but damn.
Yeah, dude, fucking Harper the other day or the other night in the middle of the night, or it wasn't the middle of the night, it was like at 5 o'clock. She starts fucking puking on our bed.
Oh,
So I hear her.
Fucking old
Yeah, I
And I'm
mean,
like,
I've
where the fuck are you going?
I've woke up to
Colette
my cats
has
throwing
her
up.
headphones, has no idea. So I have my flashlight, and she can obviously she sees that. And I'm like, don't move, don't move.
What?
She
What?
had no, I know. I was waiting for her it was only a little piece, but I still had to fucking
Nah, I had to
clean it
scrub
all
our
up at 5 in the
floors.
morning.
We had
And the
poop
worst
all over
part
our
is,
floors.
ooh,
Yeah, he had a
it
piece
was
of poop stuck in his butt because of a piece of Nadia's hair. So I look at him, and he's just, when dogs like drag their butt, they're like, like when you see them on carpet, they do that thing where
some
they
dogs
just.
do, yeah. No,
I know not every dog, but the motion I'm talking about.
That
He
you
was doing
see,
that
Nick.
because he's trying
There's
to
a dog
get.
to do it. It's Harper.
no.
Fucking
Not
dog
every
has so much
dog.
energy.
I mean, Buckus
It's
couldn't do
Yeah,
it.
but
great.
I
she
know not
does.
every dog
Fucking
does
do
it,
it.
She don't
but
got
yeah,
an itchy booty, dude. She's
he was
fine.
doing that to get the poop out, and he like a crayon all over the apartment. I had to go fucking while Nods is passed out in the bed because it's so early in the morning. She's not even up yet.
Oh, it sucks.
Yeah, it's only happened to him twice, and I feel bad because it is like he swallows a piece of hair that holds it in
I
him.
don't feel bad for him.
Well, I don't know how he
Well,
gets the hair. He's not eating it.
yeah,
It's just
what do you mean? He has to be.
people just shed. Nadia just sheds a couple locks through the
And a
apartment. He'll
full knock
find it.
goes through his fucking mouth.
That's what they say. That's what it looks like.
Are we still recording?
Yeah, you know it.
All right, so let's do our props.
Yeah, go for it.
These
Give me
don't count.
your
These don't
specialty.
count.
The specialty props.
Not
Well, I
on-
mean, they
not
for
on-
sure do.
Oh, I mean, yeah, I would.
As your
I would
individuals, not yeah.
I would like my 4 to count, please.
Well, how many are we doing?
I got 4.
I have 2.
I have 3.
Well, then there we go. It looks like that's what we're doing.
Okay. Well, sorry about it, Nikki, but all 4 of yours are going to count. So if they don't all hit, you got a bad week. Boy.
More shots on goal though. His percentage
well,
could be good.
One of them's plus 3,000.
Hey.
like, but for the value, I think you might like that one. All right, let's just do like one each, like one. I don't want to just do all my 4.
And these aren't anything. And, I mean, these aren't anything crazy either. They don't have to be completely
Same.
like
Yeah.
all these
No.
fucking things. Like these are just fucking funny or whatever.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I do have actually. All right, let's get into it. Opening kickoff to be a touchback. I know we typically don't like that, but I have it as plus 190. I think that if the Seahawks are receiving, it's 100% touchback. You're not kicking the ball to Raheem Shaheed to start the
That's
Super
true.
Bowl. I just don't think that's going to happen. And
You want them to start
Patriots have a good
35
returner as
instead?
well. The Patriots have a good returner as well. I think they're just going to want to settle this game in. They don't want to. I think the Seahawks special teams is too good. I think
but that ball to kick is tough, man.
Yeah, but you're too entitled. Like if you kick the ball in the end zone, you're not taking it out.
No.
Yeah,
Like
you
those
want
guys
the
aren't taking
35.
it out. Like it
Yeah.
doesn't have to go into the out of the end zone anymore. It just has to get into the end zone. I think a team's going to do that.
Correct.
Like because
Yeah.
you're going to be like, 35 is. I'll take that. You'll take that all day. So they're going to just take a knee. So
You could
I
also
like.
think though that Shaheed's only going to get so many. If he gets one at the 1 or the 2, like in terms of like 1 to 2 yards deep in the end zone, he's taking that out.
Maybe, but I don't think
It's got to be the
I don't think
4
it'll
to
be that
5
close for
yards
him.
deep.
His won't be that close.
Yeah, I don't
They're
think they
not
want to
kicking
give
it
it to him.
They didn't
Yeah,
kick to him last week.
I mean,
He
it's
didn't
a
get the
rookie
ball kicked to
kicker.
him last week.
It's a rookie kicker for the
Yeah,
Patriots.
exactly.
Yeah, they're
Boot
just gonna
that
boot the
thing.
fuck out of it.
Yeah, that's not a bad
He
one.
didn't. So yeah, that's one of them
Okay.
plus
I
190.
mean,
What
I'm
do
going
you
to be
guys
taking
like?
that one with you. I'll be taking that one with you. I love
I like that
the
one.
kickoff one.
So, and I can go with one of mine. I did pick the Gatorade, so
Yeah,
I found that interesting,
it is.
and
What
the
stats you got on
trend.
that one?
I do have stats. So the trend that I found was in
Yeah.
lines with where I was already kind of feeling. So 2021, 2022, it
Yellow.
was blue, blue, and 2023, 2024 was purple, purple, and last year was yellow. So I do think we're
Gotta
going to
go
get another
yellow.
yellow. And I was feeling yellow already. It's at plus 250. I want to
Plus
say it's
250 yellow. All right.
That's not
actually
bad.
plus 275 yellow. I will take it.
Oh,
I will take it.
yeah.
Yeah, there was actually 1 year of none, and I don't know how the Hard Rock would or how sports books would fuck around with that. But yeah, no, we've had
That'll fuck you up.
yellow. Last time yellow was 2018, and then last year because I remember seeing the Eagles with Sirianni was yellow. So yeah,
Yeah.
I feel that's going to continue. I do. So I have a feeling for it, and I feel like yellow is one of the more common flavors that people probably prefer.
It's the best,
Yeah,
in my
I like
opinion.
yellow.
It's
I
that
agree.
and red.
The fact that
That and red.
orange was on there so
Red
much
is
surprised the
wild.
hell out of me.
Red is
Red's
wild.
crazy, and red's
Red
on
is
there.
crazy, dude.
What is
Blue
red
is
crazy?
Dude,
blue is
red is
way better than that.
Yeah,
red
but
is
there's too
plus
many.
1300. Like the
Yeah,
fact that
there's
red's
no
an option,
chance it's
yeah,
red.
It's because it's too thick. You can't
it's
be
too
thinking
yeah.
of people just
You
bleeding
would
or
be
something.
throwing up on the field. You're drinking
Yeah,
red Gatorade during the
I
Super Bowl.
I
No
love it
way,
though.
dude.
Yeah,
Shit
give me
bloats
that.
you up. You're
Wild.
done.
Give me
Yeah, the
that.
yellow's a nice mild one. I think that'll work. I was
Yellow and blue are
surprised.
perfectly yellow and blue.
Yeah,
Yeah. I
All
don't
right,
even
what do you
want to
guys
double
think?
up on those, but I'm just gonna say both of mine, or
no,
they kind of go hand in hand. Um, over the total of fourth down conversions,
I like that one.
over 2.5 fourth down conversion, plus 110. Not a crazy amount, odds, but that's just good enough to say, all right, you're getting good money for that. Like, you double up. Second one that goes with it, each team to record one fourth down conversion plus 125. It is the Super Bowl. It is the biggest game. Both these teams will go for multiple fourth downs because they have to either one, maintain momentum, or two, try to get momentum. Every single Super Bowl, I don't remember the last Super Bowl, I haven't seen guys going for fourth downs left and right. So I'm expecting both of those to hit with ease,
Yeah,
Yeah,
especially
I like that.
yeah.
especially the way
So
that like fourth and twos now is like
are
a you
you,
go for it.
If you're near midfield,
Yeah,
you're going for
the
it.
analytics
yeah,
Yeah,
now.
and
These
you're already
guys,
starting at the 35s. Like you
yeah,
get one first down, it's
right.
like you only need
yeah,
one more first down. Like, all right, you're in field goal range to get points. It's like just go for it. Like,
I agree.
Right.
I like those.
Mine's kind of similar. Not entirely, but either team to attempt a 2 point conversion plus
I like that one.
130. I
I like
mean,
that.
it's happened 3 out of the last 4 Super Bowls. I just think, at some point in the game, I feel like the new age football, you go for 2. At some point, you're going to go for 2. Like at the end of the game, like I don't know.
Yeah, missed
Um,
extra point that
Do
then
they
you
have
want to,
to?
or
Do they have
whatever
to
it may
get it?
be. Is it an
no, just
attempt
an attempt.
or
Just
Just
attempt?
an
just an
attempt.
attempt?
And
Just an attempt.
especially depending on how the game flow goes. I mean, if it's a blowout, Patriots will definitely do it like every touchdown that they get in mop up.
Yeah,
And if it's a
you
close
do it right.
game, obviously those
You
could
might
always
do it.
be like the
Like
deciding.
that's what
Well, you
I
might
think
need the
Jalen
extra point to tie it
like
up or something.
Oh
Mahomes
yeah,
did it last year. They had
yeah.
a couple 2 point conversions.
And then the
Eagles did
Eagles
it
did it
3 years ago.
yeah,
Yeah. Once you get
yeah, it
behind,
definitely
you kind of
happens.
feel as though that's the way to pick up an extra point,
Yeah.
and if you have momentum and scoring a touchdown to throw one in. Yeah, I like
Yeah, I
that.
like that.
So I feel like 2 point conversions, the fourth downs, like I feel like those are those are
For
big
hard
time
practice.
as they all do.
You try to put up points every time you touch the ball. That's it.
Yeah.
What else you got, Matt?
My other one is going to be Drake May to have the most rushing yards in this game.
Which one's that? How
So
much is that?
that's plus 1,000. So what I like about this is I do see Drake May getting to that 60, 65 yards range,
Yeah, he has gotten that multiple games.
and he's done it. So I see
It's
him
more
getting
based off a
there.
one long run too, though. Is normally what gets him there.
Yeah, but if he gets to 65 yards, when you look at Kenneth Walker, his rushing yards is at 74 and a half yards. So the way I see it, if maybe he gets one or two more receptions and his yards come in different ways and he's not, because
Yeah,
like I do think the Patriots are going to try and stop the run, make Darnold beat them. So if the Seahawks decide to get him screens or get him in the passing game, maybe he gets to 60 yards and Drake May's at 65. Like I could see a scenario where that happens, especially if the Patriots are playing from behind. I think that takes Stevenson out of the game. And I think Henderson, I just don't think, unless he pops a big one, I don't see him getting enough carries to beat May. I definitely think May is going to be the leading rusher for the Patriots. So then it's a matter of can Kenneth Walker just miss his over by 15 yards, which I think is definitely possible. So I like that one a lot. For plus,
Yeah,
so to
plus
put
1,000 flyer. Yeah.
and to put into perspective, Drake May at 65 rushing yards is only plus 325. So they do it's not crazy for him to get there. It's just a matter of can the Patriots stop Kenneth Walker? That's the
yeah.
bigger
And
it's
then
like, or just give
Stevenson
him
not
receiving yards and not
as well.
Stevenson. Yeah. But that's why I like that
Well,
one. For plus 1,000, I didn't think that was crazy.
Yeah.
and then my other one that I really like, especially with how one the Patriots offenses looked, and two how the Patriots defenses looked. Over 6.5 total sacks in the game combined with both teams.
Nice.
Patriots have been giving up 5 a game.
Yeah.
So the assumption is, well, there's 5 right off the rip. And Patriots, I think, have averaged, I think, three a game in the playoffs, 2 to 3 to a game. Perfect. So we're
Yeah.
sitting at right around 9 fucking sacks. Give me that all day long. I love that. It was only plus 110 though. So all these were kind of just like right at the fringe where, you're not going to get much for them. But, these are nice little just extra ones that, you're hoping for. They just fucking happen. What's
No,
your
man.
Last
crazy one we got
last
going
game of the
on, Nick?
year.
I know
Can't
it.
hold
Plus
anything back now.
can't hold anything back now. Plus 3,000. I have an offensive lineman to a quarter
Oh,
touchdown.
To
I
record a
saw that.
touchdown?
Hear it
Yeah,
out.
a
Hear me
touchdown,
I
out.
Matt.
was gonna say a
Hear
reception
me out.
would be
Yeah,
nice, but
it would
yeah, a
be,
touchdown's crazy.
or a
This is
non-quarterback to
crazy
throw a
value.
touchdown would be nice.
I think this is crazy value.
Yeah,
If it would
okay.
come, it's going to come from the Patriots. It's not going to come from the Seahawks. Take the Seahawks out of it, okay? So just look at the Patriots. Who's their coach?
Vrabel did
Vrabel.
it a lot. Yeah.
How many touchdowns has he had? He's gotten
Yeah, but he
2
wasn't an
catches, 2
offensive
touchdowns.
lineman. He was a defensive lineman.
That's fine. They're not going to use defense. They've had 2, so he's got 2. He's got 2 touchdowns in the Super Bowl. So if any team is going to do it, I feel like it's them. Patriots also have a lot of trick plays. They need trick plays. Josh
Josh
McDaniels
McDaniels,
loves
what he
trick plays.
does,
Big
especially in the
games,
Super Bowl.
more trick plays.
Super Bowl, he
I
does one
think-
all the time.
I think in this game, I don't know if he would want his wide receiver to throw. They had,
He's done it before.
they've had Edelman. They've had
Different
Welker.
quarterback.
They've had,
Well, he was quarterback.
other guys who could throw the ball. I don't know if there's going to be a wide receiver who he wants to throw the ball. So if he can have Drake May throw the ball still, I think, sneak out an offensive lineman, bring an extra guy in, sneak him out. I think that's a possibility, especially with Vrabel being as the head coach. I feel like he's going to give the okay to that because it's worked twice for him.
You think Will Campbell in a rookie year is gonna catch himself a touchdown in the Super
You never
Bowl?
fucking know. They haven't done it all season. I feel like they'll do it now.
Is
Um,
it anybody's birthday?
I don't think birthdays
it's
matter in the
actually
Super Bowl,
somebody's
but
2 days before, but
obviously
But
Mahomes got it
but plus
last year.
3,000,
Yeah.
plus 3,000. I like it.
No, that is good. It's interesting. I like that.
You guys
Anyway,
got
last
any
game
more?
of
Or
the
you want me to
season.
keep going?
Last
You
game of the
got
season.
yeah.
Can't
Well,
hold
I've
anything
already
back.
given my 2, so I'm out. So if you got more, Nick, by all means.
Nicky, you got
So
more?
I got another one that I really really like. So I saw the line on. I don't know if this is the real line, but I'm pretty sure it's the line. So it may have to change later on. But Charlie Puth, not national anthem, under 120 seconds.
Oh,
It's
wait,
under two
it's out there?
minutes.
I didn't see that.
It's not, but I know you sing it, and that's usually the line. Okay. Um, it's been a dead split the last 10 years to where
Charlie
some
Puth
have
is
been
going to hit
over.
some notes there. Okay, he's going to hit the over.
But
Yeah, but he's got
listen to
perfect pitch.
me.
I feel like he'll be
Listen
right
to
on
me.
it.
You're goddamn right. That's exactly what's going to happen. It does not. I do not feel like he needs to
He
belt that
does.
much. He's got a beautiful voice. He doesn't need to. He doesn't
Seen
need
him
to
live.
go
Seen
hold
him
that
live.
note.
Nice.
He's got a beautiful voice. Every note is going to be perfect. He's going to hit his high notes perfect. Doesn't have to be long. It's just going to be perfect pitch, well thought, well done,
Someone said pitch
under
perfect.
120 seconds.
No, I would like I like that a lot. I do like
I
him
do
under
love
2 minutes.
I didn't
I
know
don't
he
think
was doing it.
neither did I. Well, the national anthem, I guess they don't advertise as much.
I
Who's
like
the
that. I like that more than Bad Bunny.
is that the halftime?
Bad Bunny.
Mr. Bad
Yeah.
Bunny. I love
Yeah. Yeah, Bad Bunny is doing the halftime show. I don't know a single song. I don't even. I've never listened to a single song of his.
I've listened to a couple.
He's funny on SNL. He does
He is funny on SNL.
gets on out there, gets his acting chops in. All right, well,
So yeah,
Chris,
and then
do you have any
we also
more?
have the coin toss.
Oh, okay.
Tail last 10 Super Bowls been six tails, 4 heads. Last 5.
But what was it?
Been 3 heads.
Did
2
you find out
tails.
what it
Last
was
5.
called?
What do you mean?
Like what the player called? Like have you found
No,
that stat, or are you just going based off what it was?
I'm going off what it was. I don't care what the player called. I care about what it was.
Hey, sometimes that affects it.
I don't think so.
Uh-huh.
But what does affect it is the coin, and the coin changes every year. And I
Yes,
couldn't
it
get a
does.
picture of what it looks like this year.
Well, they
I
don't
was
want people
trying-
using the math
I was trying to
determine
see
it.
which side would be heavier, which
Heavier.
side would like more surface area. But I'm going with heads this year, so I'm rocking with heads.
Well, it's minus 105 either way, so I think you're good.
I think it'll be all right. But that's my Super Bowl super parlay.
I love it.
Pretty
Those are
good.
some great picks. No, we'll
Another
definitely have to.
another good one. I'll just spit this one out there. Jersey number. I saw that on there to score the first TD. It was over 10 and a half
Oh,
or
okay,
under
that's
10 and a
what-
half. So,
Gotcha.
but that kind of falls into category with Drake May, Kenneth Walker.
Yeah, Jake, they do it for a reason.
Diggs, yeah. It has
Diggs.
to be possible.
No, JSN is 11. He's 11.
Is he?
Yeah, and then Cooper
Jason's
Cup
11.
is
And Cooper
he
Cup is 10.
10? Is he 10 on the Seahawks too? 'Cause I think he was
No, he's
10 on.
I don't
But
think he is.
there's a good amount.
I just thought it was
players.
really I thought it was a funny bet.
I know.
never seen it
Looking
before,
at it
but
initially, I'm like, damn, there's got to be. I mean, 80s is all the receivers. But
Yeah. Yeah, it was
But it is-
I mean, Butte,
but they
3
just-
of the Patriots receivers are all under 10.
exactly. Well, it's under 10 and a half is plus 120. I was like, it's honestly not
Not bad.
too bad. I mean, with the main players who are there, you know,
he is number 10 right now.
who?
Cooper
Cup.
Cup.
Cup is
So you
10.
got Walker, Cup, May. So Stevenson and
Diggs.
Diggs is 8.
That goes.
Well, that's under, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm
So I'm
saying.
just thinking, but for the over, you got Stevenson, JSN,
Shaheed,
Henderson.
Barner, Hunter Henry, literally everybody else. Literally the whole rest of the team.
That's why that's what it is.
No, it's not bad.
No, there should be
It's an
the
interesting bet.
last snap of the game to be a QB run was
Oh,
kind of
like
funny
Neil.
because
That's
Neil.
not bad either.
I
Yeah,
couldn't find the I'm sure they'll have it on there, but to like over 2.5 players to throw a pass.
That'll be
Oh
come
yeah,
out
like
probably the
a
day of the game or day before the game or something like
Yeah.
that. They normally put that one
Like
out. I always do that.
I always yeah. And then the funniest part was last year it hit, and it was because of Kenny Pickett.
Yeah.
It wasn't. It
Because
that's
wasn't
Kenny
a
Pickett
trick
came in
play.
and threw a pass.
that's
No one in
awesome.
their right. No one in their minds like that's not what you bet that.
Backups were
You
going
bet
to
No.
that
come
because
in.
it's a trick play.
Yeah.
But he, especially because he came in and we were just running the clock out. And he fucking
And then
took
all of
a
a sudden just
shot.
threw the fucking
Awesome.
ball. Hey, Kenny Pickett, Super Bowl winning quarterback. He played.
For his childhood team. That's sick. And then, Myles Garrett got himself a Super Bowl winning quarterback. And then they got rid of him before the season
Yeah.
started.
I bet they wish they didn't do that.
Oh, well, they got a Pro Bowl quarterback.
2.
Oh yeah, they traded Flacco. I think that's a joke.
Joe
Flacco
Flacco,
and
Shador
Burrow
Oh my
in
Sanders.
god,
there.
yeah, it's just
When you
it's
have
so
two
stupid.
I've never seen the same team Pro Bowl quarterbacks before. That's insane.
Because
It's
everybody's saying no, and everybody's takes, they have injuries. Like there's so many people who take injuries and get surgeries, or they're like, yo,
yeah.
I'm in like vacation. I'm not waiting a month to then go do this football shit again. Like,
No, I agree. I agree.
so
Well then, all right. So we have our picks in, and yeah, it should be a
well,
great game. I'm excited to watch it and have a little bit on each one of these, especially some of these bigger parlays, bigger bets, bigger props. But yeah, be exciting game to
bigger
watch.
money.
Bigger money. All right.
Peace.